Hi, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's had an amazing start to the week. Yeah, so new week, new project for us here. This year, we've decided that we actually want to add in 2 more burr hides onto the property. Yeah, the one that we've decided that we want to start off today is probably going to be the easier one of the 2. It's going to be a lot of cleanup. You guys will see when I flip the camera now. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting build for us. When we bought the property, we were under the impression that there weren't any hides on the property. When we asked the realtor, he said no, he doesn't know. So obviously with us running around and whatnot, we found a couple of old hides, and a lot of them are a little beaten down. You'll see with this one, but the idea is there, the theory is there. You know, the wind direction's pretty good. It's over water. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting thing for us. This one that we're going to do today, unfortunately the water actually doesn't hold too well on this section of the farm. So it looks like it's an old quarry here. The water comes in, maybe holds for a month after the rains are finished. And then yeah, it's just gone. So what we've done is we've built a small little water tanker with a pump on top of it. It's about a 2,500 litre tank. And then yeah, it fits straight onto the back of the baby bucky. And then yeah, so we're going to start filling it up that way. So obviously once it recedes down, we're going to start just filling it up. So we'll come down once or twice a week, fill up the crib, fill up the mud hole around it. You guys will see as we flip around now. And then yeah, we're going to start feeding and start moving things in. Obviously it was, and a lot of you guys know, we do have a blind further out that we've been using for the rifle, especially with youngsters and older people that aren't so mobile. Yeah, we've been using that. So yeah, we're going to have to try and balance it out a little bit. You know, being further back with the rifle, it's a little bit easier to get away with stuff. But yeah, with this burr hide, it's looking at it right now, it's pretty close. It's going to be quite an interesting one for us. But yeah, let's see what we can try and do. Let's get started with this first hide, and let me take you guys around and kind of show you what we're. So as you guys can see, done a little bit of a cleanup job here. Cut the top off, turbine arm shape. It's probably about 2.3 meters high. So it should be quite high, more than high enough for me at least. We cleared out all the old cement and whatnot that was on here, all the old chicken mesh that was on here. This is what we're hoping will be our shooting window, so we do need to make a quick plan on that one. You guys can kind of see there's some old slate here. It kind of feels like an old school house that they just busy converted. So you can see that we need to fix up a little bit, you know, re-cement, cut these things down, and yeah, hopefully we can get it right. Looks like we got the door up and running. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it too well, but at least the door is also up and running. Yeah, we also got the crib working as well. So we're going to manually fill this one with the pump with the tank, like I said before. And then yeah, hopefully that'll hold water quite nicely. But we're not too worried whether it does or doesn't. You know, we kind of also want the water to go out, full up in the mud here. As you guys can see, you know, even when it was wet, the animals kind of walked around and did what they needed to do here. So yeah, hopefully everything's going to work on nicely now. We are going to quickly sand this thing down, put on some rust paint, and then paint it black. Yeah, it's going to be quite a job, that one. Alright, good morning everybody. Hope everybody's having an awesome morning. Yeah, so this is day 2 of trying to sort out that hide. Yesterday at the house, one of the old pipes gave in that feeds to the house. So yeah, that's farm life for you. Things are always breaking, things always needing maintenance. So we had to quickly run around and get that sorted. But yeah, we managed to get the blinds sanded and painted as well. Yeah, so at least we're moving forward a little bit with that. So this morning we're shooting down there quickly. We want to see if that crib actually holds water properly. It looks like it should. There's just some sand and stuff in the bottom that we need to take out, but it looks like it should hold water. It's a good chance to test out the little pump as well, see how quickly it is. So with the setup that we have, that tank fills up in about 3 minutes or so. So we want to see how long that thing will actually take to pump out, so we can start kind of figuring out what we're and how much we're going to have to do. Yeah, so let's get down there. Just quickly running around, checking fences, making sure everything's okay, and then yeah, we'll shoot down there and keep you guys in the loop. Alright, so the crib is full. Let's see if this thing is going to hold some water. The blind is painted. Next up is just to grab some shade net or whatever you want to cover this blind in. Get that job done. See what's going to happen.